I'm joined now by CV Ananda Bose. He is the West Bengal Governor, joins me for this special interview. Appreciate your joining us, Mr. Bose. My first question, rather direct. Do you believe, in your view, and you've gone to the ground in Sandesh Kali, do you believe that President's rule should be imposed there as statutory bodies like NCW, the Commission for Scheduled Castes, Scheduled Tribes are demanding, indeed opposition leaders are demanding? Is the situation in Sandesh Kali grave enough to demand President's rule, sir?
As Governor, I reserve my comments on that. I am observing, analyzing, understanding. I will certainly keep all the options open. Now what is important is to bring back normalcy to the place and give protection to the women there. That is my priority now.
Sir, but I must push you a bit more on that. You're saying here you're keeping all your options open. Is one of those options President's rule? Because you have sent a report to the Home Ministry. Can you give us a sense of what your report says is about? What is your view, sir, on those who are demanding President's rule in West Bengal?
My report to the Home Ministry, I would like to keep it confidential. That is how it should be. I have given certain suggestions there based on constitutional proprieties and democratic proprieties. Now, my focus is to ensure that the law take its course. I have taken up my issues with proper suggestions, specific suggestions, with my constitutional colleague, the Chief Minister. Some action is now afoot. I should give some chance to see what is the fruit of the actions which are already now taking place. The officers have been deputed to look into the incidents in depth and take appropriate action. I'm watching.
So you're saying you're watching. You're saying you're speaking to the Chief Minister. But do you believe that the Chief Minister, Mamata Banerjee, has done enough? The Chief Minister claims her government has arrested 18 people, including 2 of the prime culprits. There's a fact-finding team on the ground, and all-women's police team has been deputed to Sandesh Kali. Do you believe the West Bengal government and Mamata Banerjee in particular has done enough on Sandesh Kali, or is it a blot on her record?
In all fairness, I should give a fair chance to the government to take action. But one thing I can specifically tell you, arrest of the prime accused, Shah Jahan Sheikh, is a must. I have written it to the government. The other day, Honorable High Court of Calcutta has also made it clear, or reported that they have made it clear that the arrest is required. I insist on the arrest of the prime accused. Rest of the action taken by the government, I am watching. Let me not, say anything which will lead to losing their morale. Let the officers take their action, but I still insist, unless the prime accused is arrested, public confidence cannot be regained.
So you're saying the arrest is a must. But do you believe that Shah Jahan Sheikh, and this is the critical question, is being protected by Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and the Trinamool Congress leadership, that because he belongs to the Trinamool Congress, he is being protected by the Chief Minister?
I view this only as a case of crime and punishment. I do not want to drag in politics here. That's not within my purview. The culprit has to be arrested. I'm very focused on that, whether he has political connections or not.
Sir, but it is a political question which I want to reiterate. Here is someone who has been absconding, Shah Jahan Sheikh, since early January. When enforcement team went to Sandesh Kali in early January, his supporters did not allow the enforcement directorate to act against him. Do you believe that Shah Jahan Sheikh, because of his political connections in the Trinamool Congress, is being protected, sir?
I can only say the situation is murky, and it is becoming murkier and murkier. I do not want to allege that anybody is protecting him. Fact remains that the culprit is still at large, which does not augur well for anybody. this does not bring credit to anybody down the line, he has to be arrested.
Mr. Governor, you went to Sandesh Kali. You spoke to many of the women who were allegedly harassed, tortured. Their testimonies have come out on camera. And you said when you were there, what I saw was ghastly, shocking, shattering to my senses. Do you believe, therefore, that the women of Sandesh Kali have not got justice and you will not rest till they get justice? Is it only about Shah Jahan Sheikh or ensuring that these women who allege torture and sexual harassment get justice in the end?
My concern is for the women who have been tortured. They should be given justice. Booking the culprit is certainly required, but that is not the be-all and end-all. The be-all and end-all is to see that such things will not repeat in society, and the culprit has to be booked, and the harassed women have to be given justice. They want peace. They want peace with honor. Now their honor is in pieces. That is a situation which you see in that place. That cannot continue.
How do you respond, though, Mr. Governor, when Trinamool Congress in particular, a section of the Trinamool Congress leadership says the governor of Bengal is playing politics? The governor meets a representation from the BJP, immediately rushes to Sandesh Kali. When there is an incident in Chopra in North Dinajpur where 4 little boys died, you did not go there, but you rushed to Sandesh Kali. That a constitutional functionary like you, the governor, is being used to target the Mamata Banerjee government.
Let me put the record straight. I did go to Chopra. I went there. I went from house to house. I met the dear and near ones of the children who died. I gave them financial support. This happened the other day. It's not correct to say that I went only to Sandesh Kali and not to Chopra. I went to both places.
No, the charge, Mr. Governor, is you rushed to Sandesh Kali immediately after the BJP delegation met you. You went to Chopra much later after the Trinamool Congress raised the red flag. I'm only asking you this because you are being accused almost of acting as a BJP agent by the Trinamool Congress and as a having double standards. How do you respond when a constitutional functionary is targeted like this by a political party?
If I can go on a lighter vein, to go to Chopra the very next day, I asked for the state helicopter, which was not given. So I had to go by train. The train in Bengal is not as fast as the chopper. Therefore, it took me some time to reach Chopra. I did go there as fast I could.
So may I ask you, Mr. Governor, how you look at the overall law and order situation in West Bengal today? The opposition is claiming there is a breakdown in law and order, that Mamata Banerjee's police is not acting swiftly, that there is an atmosphere of fear in areas like Sandesh Kali. How do you respond to those who say there's a breakdown and the police is not doing enough to protect people? How do you respond to that?
In my opinion, in some pockets at least of Bengal, there are symptoms of a soft state. That is, the law is there, but the law is not enforced properly. It's a situation in some places like what we can describe poetically as things fall apart, the center cannot hold. This is not about the entire Bengal, but in certain pockets which have become the fiefdom of the gangsters. That is the position, that's the position here, and that is a serious situation. They have to be exterminated. The goons who take the law in their hands and threaten the people, they should be brought to book. That part is slightly missing here. I do not share that Bengal is becoming a banana republic, but in some places, some pockets at least, the goons have an upper hand, which does not augur well for any civilized society. The democratic government has to act firmly and act fast.
Are these goons, Mr. Governor, in your view, being protected again by the Mamata Banerjee government because some of them are being linked to the Trinamool Congress? Are they, in your view, members of the TMC and therefore being protected?
I am not able, nor am I competent, to make a political assessment at this stage. Let me confine myself to the role of a governor. My duty is to protect the people within the Constitution and the law. That is what I am trying to do. political disturbances and political confusions are not part of my cup of tea.
So let me ask you whether something else is part of your cup of tea. The West Bengal police has accused BJP leader of the opposition in the Bengal Assembly, Shuvendu Adhikari, of calling a Sikh IPS officer Khalistani. This has led to strong reactions amongst people. They've accused the BJP of playing divisive politics. The TMC has accused them. How do you respond to what you heard? That a Sikh IPS officer himself has alleged he was called a Khalistani by the leader of the opposition in Bengal.
I did not want to enter into a political controversy, but one thing I made it very clear to the representatives of the Sikh community who met me. Bengal is a place of Rabindranath Tagore. In his salutation to the nation in the national anthem, it begins with Punjab. Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha. In Bengal, nothing should be done, nothing should be heard which affects the sentiments of the great people of Punjab. Certainly, the state will respect the people, our brothers and sisters of Punjab. I consider them, see, the Jawans of Punjab, they defend our borders. The Kisans of Punjab, they feed the nation. The nation is indebted to them. We respect them. Bengal respects them. India respects them. We'll all be with the people, the brethren of Punjab.
I'm happy to hear those words, sir, but my final question to you, sir. Are you worried that Sandesh Kali, particularly in this election year, big election years, got caught in the extreme ugly politics of this country? And if it has been, what is your advice to both Mamata Banerjee and to the opposition?
My advice to all concerned, not only to my esteemed constitutional colleague, the Chief Minister, this is a time when all of us should talk less and work more. Do whatever is required to re-establish normalcy in the place and protect the children, protect the women folk. Don't make political gain out of this.
But you are assuring, Mr. Governor, the women of Sandesh Kali, those who you met, those who've come out with these testimonies, that you as the Governor of West Bengal will ensure that they get justice. Am I correct, sir?
I will be with them. Certainly, whatever is possible within the powers of the governor will be done to see that the women are protected. It is a right to live in peace, and they will live in peace. I am with them with all my humble abilities to be with them by their side.
Mr. Governor, you've spoken out. You've given us several important news points on this big story. I appreciate Ananda Bose joining me here from Kolkata on the news today. Thank you so much.